back for another review, just a quick one on an unusual figure. This is titanium Ultra Magnus. Now the titanium series was not a favourite of mine, but it is one that interests me. I only have this figure from it, and did I have another one? No, I think this is actually my only titanium figure. I had a feeling I had another one, but I'm not too sure about that now. And he does come with a little plinth that says Ultra Magnus on, which is in the loft. And he has got a nice little grey gun that's a good representation of his G1 gun, and that's in my little gun box somewhere. But this is the main thing. You got these two missile launchers here. Now the alt mode does look very G1 and is quite nice, but it's not very stable, and it does rock around a bit, as you can see. And these legs like to fall apart here. So this is the weak mode. Once it's together though, I think if you put a bit of super glue, it might tighten a bit. You know, it can roll quite nicely. It's got these nice plastic wheels. And for the most part, this titanium figure is in the most plastic. The only metal parts is the chest piece here, and half of the legs here, this central part of what forms the legs. Apart from that, except for the screws, it's plastic. And that's a good thing, because that's why this is one of the better titanium figures. Now to transform in, if you're in the G1 you could put these here, but quite often they should be on the sides. You can't mount them there. These stickers I've put on just to add something, make it a bit more like the G1 toy. Whereas the one on the top of the roof, if you can see it, that one down there is tampere printed. It's transforming itself now. All these windows and lights and the grille are painted. And for the most part, this is a nice figure. This doesn't line up. I'm not sure if it's supposed to, but I can't find a way to do that. And these will slide down. And it's supposed to be some sort of a car transporter, if I remember right. So, you know, that could be cool. You could put a car on there and transport it, and you could lift them up. Maybe put a car in here, lock them down, and then put another car on top if you wanted to. But yeah, that's the Ultra Magnus we all know and love, and this is real good. I used to have the original Ultra Magnus toy when I was a kid. God knows what's happened to it. I can't find it anywhere, and I miss it. I really must pick up a G1 Ultra Magnus, and I wish they'd do a new version. It's been so long. I like the Generations one, and that goes so far, but pardon me. This toy, for all it's not perfect, is nice and does prove that Ultra Magnus is possible to do. They made this a bit bigger and made the connections a bit more secure and did away with the metal bits. That said, the metal legs do add a lot of stability to the figure in robot mode. But this made it clip together a bit tighter, and yeah, you can see it bending. It would be a bloody good figure. So anyway, that said, I would recommend picking him up if you can get him for a decent price. Don't spend too much on him there, because he will frustrate you, possibly. That said, there's a lot of fun to play with this figure. Shove those up, like that, after you've rotated these around. Just start doing it without explaining it. There we go. It is light. So that's that bit done. Whoops. Then these bits, you actually slide the legs. Oops, I'm trying to show you. If you can see that, getting the light right. Slide those up, so it's like that, and then you can rotate them, and they clip into there like that. So slide forward, and then rotate. And that's the legs done. And then you're pretty much there. You just open this up, rotate to the back, it's on a double hinge. That hangs around there, bit of a backpack, but you know, he's a big chunky figure, so it kind of works. The arms lock into the side of the cab there, and bend his arms forward a bit perhaps, give him a bit of a definition. These can go on the sides of his shoulders, and that is Ultra Magnus in robot mode. And to be fair, it's pretty damn good for a titanium figure. This is one of the more successful ones. Just get a bit closer to the camera. Oops. The head sculpt is pretty nice. It's made out of softish plastic. He's got side to side a little bit and up and down to a degree, and you can rotate. These are on ball joints, but they are getting a bit loose now. But they're okay, I suppose. The ones loose in places could do a bit of super glue. There we go. So you can go where you want with those. Obviously, this bends at the elbow. You've got to be careful because it can fall to bits still. So it actually bends all the way back. So bends all the way forward there. The hands will actually rotate left to right, and I found that out because when you get it new, the hands are flat like that, which is a bit strange. But so you turn around like this, you can hold the gun, and you got the bit covering the bottom of his hands. If I remember right, that's actually how he was in the show. So again, that's good. And sorry, some noise I heard there. Now if you look at the chest, that's really the only area that stops this looking right like it did in the cartoon, because he had a bit more red on the chest. But apart from that, he's pretty much spot on. Oh, there's two bits I forgot to mention. These little bits at the side, they do actually open out and give him that look that he had in the cartoon as well, which really adds something to him. Now if you look at these thigh pieces here, see the lower half there? If I turn it round, there's 2 screws. When you get the figure, you'll find you'll be able to bend the knees quite a long way forward, which would hurt, but only a little bit back. So if you undo the 2 screws, split the 2 halves of plastic and take out the little cog piece. It's not a cog, it's sort of like a little lowercase that presses into the grooves here that gives it the ratchet. Swap them over and reverse them, and you'll be able to get the legs to bend back like that, as well as being able to bend back here. So you can get a lot of ranges of motion out of this now. You can do that sort of thing with him, and yeah, you can get a running pose. You can do all sorts of it now, and because there's a lot of metal at the feet, it's actually pretty stable, and you can pose him good. The other thing you have to watch for this figure is that these joints at the top are really stiff, but you can easily pull his legs off, like so. Obviously these come off really far too easily. They're made out of like soft PVC. You can pull his arms off really easily. Okay. And just while we're here, I forgot this. That opens up so you can put a little matrix in there if you've got it. The head would probably pop off, but I'm not going to bother with that. And if you pull here, yeah, that comes off. The cab also comes off. So this gives more play value, I suppose, in that you end up with actually quite a very nice little cab. It doesn't transform, but I do like that. That is cute, and it does look very cartoony. These smokestacks will move. Here come his little guns. But the fun part is that if you've got, if you like doing stop motion, and you've got a Universe Galvatron and Cyclonus, you can have a smashed up friend, like with in the movie. Now I wonder if this is intentional. There you go. That's an odd third mode to have, but Ultra Magnus can be completely destroyed and put back together again. So you get the part former as well. So I suppose, you know, maybe there is some fun reasons to pick up for this toy after all. And I'll just put him back together for you. That is it. I'm trying to remember the line from the movie now. We'll have your smashed up friend back together. with a 90-day warranty. So there we go. Let's resurrect Ultra Magnus. There we go, that just clips in there. I'm sure this must have been designed on purpose this way, because it just falls to pieces and goes back together so easily, and the joints that are on it look like they're designed to have this done. And as you can see, that's done no damage whatsoever, and you can almost hear RC saying, "Wow, he's alive." He does that. You can twist the legs out here too a bit, so you can give him a bit more definition to his look. But yeah, this is a cool Ultra Magnus, and I really like him. I just wish that they would just improve it a little bit. And it actually would be quite cool if they could invent some sort of little mechanism inside that would allow the arms and legs to fall off at the press of a button. Little battery and infrared that would maybe have a little motor that turn and with a gear that would pull in some little disengaging locks so you just fall to bits. That would be pretty fun. It is pretty amazing in the movie, I think, how he gets completely nuked and blown to pieces and comes back alive, but Optimus Prime just gets a little gash in his abs and goes, but there you go. So for an odd size comparison, here's a Universe Baron, which I'll just quickly transform for you. This is another great little figure. I love the way this guy transforms. Brilliant. Right here. God, I'm getting knackered now. It's about 1:30 in the morning. There we go. With Brawn. So he's a decent sized figure, and he does fit in with the classic stuff pretty good, you know. He's about the same size as Classics Prime. And yeah, definitely pick this up. If you haven't got any titanium figures and you want to go for just one, I definitely have this at the top of the list. And I'm still thinking about picking up a Scourge, because I do like that figure. But the titaniums, yeah, they're really cool and look good, but at the same time they failed miserably in so many areas. And I've seen a lot of people saying the worst one is the G.I. Joe Megatron. I actually really like the look of that for some reason. It's pretty cool, but I also think it's actually worth spending the money on just for the humour of how bad it is and how much it falls to bits so easy. I mean, I can just see there being quite a bit of play value in that, with maybe shooting a spring-loaded weapon at it and see if you can make it fall to bits. You know, it could be a sort of Transformers game, I suppose, if you thought about it. Yeah, I've definitely gone past the too tired mark if I'm thinking about rubbish like that. So, thanks for watching this review, and I hope you like what I'm doing. Getting a bit more used to this talking to the camera and waffling on thing now, so I hope I'm not boring you too much. And you did say you wanted me to waffle on a bit more, so here it is. Anyway, take care guys, see you soon.